What if the person you're crying over was actually God's protection in disguise? Sometimes their exit isn't a loss, it's a rescue. This video isn't just about heartbreak or being left behind. It's about realizing that God sees things we don't. If you've ever asked, why did they walk away? Why didn't it work out? Or why did they change? You're in the right place. I've been there. As a single mom, I learned that some doors close to save you. Let's talk about why that painful goodbye might just be God's way of loving you fiercely. There was a time when I begged God to fix something He was trying to remove. I held on tight to a relationship that drained me, thinking it was love. I prayed and cried, thinking silence meant God didn't care. But now I see, He was protecting me the whole time. God doesn't just remove people to hurt us. He removes people to heal us. He hears conversations we never will. He sees intentions we'll never catch. Isaiah 55:8-9 reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." That breakup, that friend who ghosted you, that family member who turned their back, it didn't catch God by surprise. Sometimes rejection is simply redirection. I used to think being alone meant I was abandoned. But girl, sometimes being alone is exactly where God wants you, because that's where He does His best work. He strips away what we don't need to make room for what we do. And I know this might hurt to hear, but not everyone is meant to go where you're going. The hardest part? We don't see it when we're in it. We want answers. We want closure. But what we really need is trust. Trust that the same God who created the universe can also write your story better than you ever could. I remember sitting on the floor after my divorce, asking God, why would you let this happen to me? And I'll be honest, I didn't get a lightning bolt answer, but I got peace. Slowly, gently, through late-night prayers, therapy, journaling, and His Word. That peace turned into strength, and that strength became purpose. God's not trying to punish you, He's trying to position you. Every time someone left, I eventually saw something better come in their place. More clarity, more peace, more love. But none of that could have happened if I was still tied to people who were never meant to stay. The truth is, if God hadn't removed some people from my life, I would have never found who I really am. I would have never discovered how strong, worthy, and deeply loved I truly am. Not because someone else said it, but because He said it. Sometimes God has to break your heart to save your soul. So no, it's not always easy to understand. But looking back, every removal was a redirection. Every heartbreak was a holy shift. And every lonely night was an invitation to draw closer to the one who never leaves. Watch the next video on screen if you're ready to see how God prepares us for elevation.